He's one of the world's most charming figures, bred from a natural function of the human body. Slapped with a smiling face and two giant oval eyes, a small pile of excrement quickly shot to international fame, leaving his emoji brothers and sisters behind in a fly-covered stink cloud. How could this have happened? At what point did a pile of feces integrate itself into everyday conversation?
Go ahead. Finish that sentence.
Wouldn't you know, it all started in Japan with golden charms and a beloved character from a popular manga. Lucky Poo and introducing the world to smiling feces. Use of excrement in Japanese culture possibly links back to keeping figurines near the toilet to appeal to the privy gods. Golden charms in the shape of poop were sold as good luck symbols, and while it was a part of popular local culture, there was still plenty of growth for this unusual imagery to go through before making it as a cultural icon. Introduced in the early 1980s, the Dr. Slump manga exploded in popularity, warranting over 300 television episodes and 11 movies. Throughout her journey, the main protagonist, Arale Norimaki, comes across a race of colorful excrement whose comic relief proved far more effective than likely expected. After charming audiences in Dr. Slump, the smiling feces made its way over to Dragon Ball, appearing in an episode of the anime as a callback to Norimaki's adventures. With appearances in 2 successful Japanese franchises and its use as a symbol of luck, the spread of feces wasn't just going to disappear, but it would take the introduction of something else before rising to worldwide fame. The advent of the emoji. Modern communication is all about finding the right emoji to convey a feeling or thought, and it's all thanks to Shigetaki Kurita, an employee of Japanese telecom company NTT Docomo. During the late 1990s, NTT Docomo was on the hunt for something that would separate itself from rivals and aimed to create something new for its pager service. Enter Kurita, who presented the idea of appealing to a younger crowd with simple cartoon images. The first set of what would come to be known as emojis, literally translated to image characters, encompassed 176 different symbols and faces, all hand-drawn by Kurita. The feature grew in popularity and attracted the attention of Docomo's rivals, who would later adopt the concept. After the smartphone market erupted with the release of the first iPhone, both Apple and Google realized that in order to dominate the market in Japan, they would need to include Kurita's original creation. And so Apple integrated emojis into a keyboard initially intended only for Japan users. Curious minds caught wind of the Japanese phenomenon and started digging, eventually unlocking the hidden keyboard and opening the Western world up to the idea of smiling faces and feces. When the concept of the emoji started to gain popularity outside of Japan, companies like Google began to look at including them into popular services like Gmail. The list of approved emojis grew larger, but it became evident that one standout image wasn't there: the animated pile of poop that has become an essential part of the bunch. Allegedly, Gmail's higher-ups felt the emoji was offensive, but Google's Japanese product manager at the time, Takesha Kishimoto, and software engineer Darren Lewis pushed hard to have it included, analogizing it to arbitrarily removing a letter of the alphabet. It had grown to be a part of the bunch and was as important an emoji to Japan as the standard smiley. As you probably already know, the battle of the poop emoji ended in the best way, with a brown pile of feces working its way into every one of your communication devices. But that's far from where this story ends. The future of feces. If you happen to find yourself with a complete lack of feces merchandise in your life, your future may look a little brighter. Becoming one of the most popular emojis has done wonders for the smiley pile of brown dung.
What's your go-to emoji? What's your fave?
The poop emoji.
Poo.
The poo is your favourite
That's my
one?
favourite emoji.
Opening up a series of merchandise that ranges from throw pillows to bean bags to keychains and, yes, various apparel. Want to start your day with smiling poop in your life? Then you'll want the official Smiley Poop coffee mug. From Etsy to Walmart, your collection of fecal merchandise can start today, and it's all thanks to the toilet god, Kawaii Kami.